Hello, collective. So this is your go-to message in terms of the song that's playing. I think you need to pause it. But all in all, residuals, as you guys heard, it's it made the list. Okay. Now, what I was channeling is this: somebody feels, I feel like it's your person. They feel like they only have one shot. Okay, they only have like 4 minutes to make this right with you. Okay, if they don't do it during this one chance, it will all be to waste. For some, I feel like you already given them one too many chances, so their shot is already, you guys are over and done. But they're gonna try again. Okay, one time they're gonna try again to mend it, to come back, to fix it. I don't know how you will feel, collective. Okay, some of you guys might be a little bit irritated, but in the words of Avant, they only got 4 minutes, but in this case, they only got one shot to make things right with you. Okay, that's what I was channeling before I press play. But also based on the key and specific insights. Okay, we got 2015. Okay, that's specific for somebody. And then we have something will break. You have to break it off. Either you or them. I don't know what they need to break. And then I actually clairvoyantly, I was channeling a wooden like spoon or wooden wand. Okay, it's weird. Like as soon as I got, you have to break it off. And then clairvoyantly, I barely, it's pretty rare for me to get like clairvoyant messages. So I was like, oh my God, this must be very much spiritual. Okay, this is a different type of message. Okay, because if you go look at the lyrics, if we're gonna base it off to summarize it, it's a masculine, a male that feels like they lost their one and only chance to somebody else, and they're like, who is like basically taking care of my minds. Okay, like who's gonna heal my heart, who's gonna pay me back for the damage that probably they caused, low-key, and residuals is kind of like what you're gonna get back in terms of a payment. So somebody also, the person, the artist, probably felt like they invested too much to lose out on their person. Okay, that's what I'm getting from that song. Okay, you guys can read it yourself, lyric wise. I don't know if we're gonna read it. We will see. But based on the channel messages, so, like I said, we got 2015. Okay, that's specific for somebody. I don't know. It could be like you guys dated during that time. They're coming back in 2025, or you guys ended it, or something significant milestone wise happened during that season. We're gonna see with the cards. Okay, and then something like I was saying, clairvoyant message about a wooden wand / spoon. Okay, I looked it up because I didn't think I was just thinking, okay, maybe somebody I didn't know. It was just like a flash of a second when I was tuning into that message. I was kind of like, okay, but I googled it yesterday night, and it's actually a thing. This wooden, what I wrote down, like, let me show you guys. I wrote down wooden wand thing break off. Okay, and then I googled it, and this is what came up. It's a thing. Okay, so for, this is not the thing, but this is what I got first. They will never become a full wizard. Okay, I feel like that's omen to like Harry Potter. But this is on Wikipedia. Like, this is a thing. Broken wand ceremony is an actual thing. I'm just a little bit amazed. Like, I'm like, what? Okay, so basically, according to Wikipedia, a broken wand ceremony is a ritual performed at a shortly before the funeral of a magician. Okay, in which a wand, either the wand which the magician used in performances or some ceremonial one, is broken, indicating that the magician's death. Okay, so basically, the broken wand situation, the thing that I channeled, okay, for you guys, is an indication as a ceremonial ritual performance that one does. It's an actual thing, okay. This is not just on some fantasy level. This is like some. It's a thing, okay. This is a reality thing, and is broken to indicate that this magician has died, and or the magician has lost his magic, okay. But I feel like it's both. Like they're died and their magic is gone. Okay, it could be in the thing. It could be a situation where the magic still lives on, but like no, it could be either they lost their magic or they're dead and they lost the magic and they died. So, why this is relevant for this reading? I don't know. I'm a bit fascinated. Maybe this happened in 2015. So residuals. Do we need to go and check the lyrics? Let's see. I'm just so like amazed that that's like a thing. So, don't know when my nights became so complicated. Can't recall my mornings ever being this faded. Maybe this is karma, definition of jaded. This stays on my mind, this stays on my mind. Trying to put a muscle on my crazy feelings. 1 minute I'm cool and the next I'm tripping. With somebody new, I swear she doesn't deserve this. We're still on my mind. She's still on my mind. Did we build it up, just let it. Okay, so based on the lyrics that I'm reading here, I feel like it's much more dirtier. Basically, this masculine feels like, why are you going to anyone else other than me? Somebody feels like somebody stole you away from them. I feel like it's more so resentment, a little bit of jealousy. Like, it could be somebody that he knows you're masculine. Like, it gives the energy of like, here you go, take my sloppy seconds. Okay? Like, if we're gonna base it on the lyrics, this is what the masculine feels. My sloppy seconds, aka the collective, went to somebody else. It could be to somebody they know. They're acting like they don't really give a fuck, but they're really hurt. But I feel like my resonance is much more cleaner. Basically, they invested too much to let collective go. And I feel like somebody that you guys mutually knew kind of took up that baton and was like, I'm gonna be there for collective because you can't really seem to know what's valuable and what's real. Okay, so that I guess that's the channel message. Okay, I know. So we got this one here. So basically, what they want to tell you based on the cards, or what? We're not there yet. Based on that message alone, in terms of residuals, text-wise, I guess, they want to tell you that there was some illusion, some confusion, okay, and they want to give you clarity. So basically, somebody was doing shit behind the scenes. There was some sort of manipulation. They want to come in with an explanation, collective, okay? That's what they want to do. They want to tell you that, they didn't mean what they said. They want to say that they were stuck and they were going to give you information that there were people that were in their head. Okay? If you're masculine, you feel this way. Okay? If you're feminine watching, this is what's happening based on the lyrics. Now, there are a lot of people invested in this for some reason. Okay, a lot of people's opinions that shouldn't be opinionated, but they thought they had, And basing on the sloppy seconds comment, I also feel like, again, based on the lyrics, this person feels like, you know, in the same breath to whoever has you, um, they're also like, I ain't got no love anymore. I ain't got no stability. I ain't got no reality. Okay, which is you. So in the same breath, they're bashing the person that has you now, or the person you went to, thinking that you ain't shit, but they also like, but they ain't got nothing else valuable now. So it's like this person confused, okay? This person confusion. In reality, they feel abandoned, okay? They do. And they were trying to make you feel some type of way, or the person that has you or had you feel some type of way. Message, okay? Now, based on what I channeled clairvoyantly with the wooden thingy, this person could have been a magician. Okay, they know how to do magic. Like whether it was good magic, bad magic, they could be a part of the occult. Okay, you could have practices with them, or they could have gone to somebody, or they already have this in terms of like a skill. Okay, on some real stuff like Houdini, or they could have, based on Houdini, that I think that was the first time they performed that wood one break-in ritual. Whenever I think about Houdini, is somebody that always disappear, like knows how to do, like they know how to disappear. That they know how to create an illusion. So your person could have also been in this energy. They know how to tamper with energy themselves. They know how to manipulate energy, do magic, and I guess this time it bite them in the ass, and now they can't do magic on you. This could have been an individual that did a love spell on you, collective. Okay, they actually did some sort of magic, and now the magic is broken, like the wand. Now the magic is not working, or they're dead. But I don't feel like they're literally dead. I mean, if there are, condolences. Based on what we read, but it could be like their spirit is dead, as in they have no magic, but also their soul is dead. So maybe, like I said in the beginning, they only have one shot to do this. Maybe they are dead. Maybe they are an NPC. Maybe they're like a soulless being trying to get your soul, and know you're free, and they're like, shit, if I don't do this now, I will literally lose my life. Literally or figuratively, I don't know. Listen, the magic world of it all is for better or worse, is interesting indeed, okay? But we're going to wrap it up. I think your go-to card is this. You're happy. Okay. I also feel like they want to bring you happiness now, but I'm a little bit, side-eyeing your person, because it's kind of like they're crying for help now while they have been putting you through hell, or, you realizing your boundaries. They're like, shit, I don't have a hold on them anymore. I don't have the magic touch, the magic wand anymore. But yeah, they're having a grudge over this. I feel like based on the magic thing again, you could have been easily controlled. Like whether literally, they could have been in this energy. Let me show you guys. Oh, side note, this card also flew out when I was getting my cards. They're definitely karmic. They are. It is a karmic relationship. But based on the control thing, I think they was expecting to do this to keep you addicted to them. So 2015, what's relevant? In terms of 2015, somebody didn't get a phone call, and this actually created a tarot moment. I'm also tuning into a depression. I'm also tuning into like, what's the name? A rock bottom moment. So because somebody didn't reach out, I feel like somebody wished they did. Perhaps in 2015, they didn't do it. So now somebody's like suffering the consequences of what took place during that time. It could be you, it could be them. Because yeah. I think we're still on the channel messages. So somebody really had to suffer all the way from then up until now, okay? And for some reason now they're like, hello, or you, okay? Heavy on somebody from your past for sure, or somebody that wants to reconcile collective. So I think that's all of the key insights. I'm actually channeling an excuse. I didn't mean to do that to you. That's all. That's a message for somebody. So I got this song specifically on the 13th of March, but something also took place in January. So we're gonna just shuffle for January and see what's up. A lot of conflict, okay? A lot of like, what's the name of it? Back and forth. He said, she said, arguments, okay? I feel like somebody was trying to get somebody trapped in their head, but it was an illusion, okay? They really was trying to create some sort of conflict here. That was thinking, if I stress them out enough, if that make them imbalanced, maybe they will come towards me, or maybe they will leave that other person, right? Not recognizing themselves. I feel like it was, again, illusion created so you get tethered to that individual, or vice versa. Okay, this is in relation to 2015. Yeah, the thing is, whatever took place, this actually made you stronger or this person stronger. The reason I'm saying vice versa is because for this reading, I do really feel like it was a male, a masculine, karmic or not, that was the issue here, okay? And it's a masculine that also knows how to do magic. So it's like, I feel like this is, you know, I'm all for all people, you know? We're all one, heal the world type of thing. But this really feels like it's a masculine here that was like, they really fucked up. They really fumbled, okay? So, and I know there are masculines watching too, but I'm not talking to you guys, okay? This is not your reading. And I would have said if it's like a female doing in this place, I don't feel like it is, okay? So that, oh, sorry, that's in terms of 2015. January could also be relevant for that, okay? Anything else in January? Somebody was in this energy, self-absorbed, narcissist, a lot of love bombing, a lot of like, let me will you into my life under my control, okay? That's in January. I don't know if it was January 2015 or 2024, 2025, but it's during a specific January, okay? I also feel like there were a lot of arguments. Somebody got pissed the fuck off, okay, because somebody thought somebody healed, but they never healed, okay? So somebody love bombed them again into thinking you were good, they're healed, but it was a facade, okay? Now, let's see here. Overall, for everybody else, if we're not gonna go based on the key insights, this card is staring. So right now, there is separation, a breakup, somebody's going silent or feel abandoned or did the abandonment, okay? This is right now. This individual, collective, they are still watching you. They're not stalking. I feel like they did before, but now they're just kind of watching your move, watching everything you say, being very attentive, trying to keep up. And in this case, more so to see if you're happy, if you're doing good, if we're going out, celebrating, enjoying life, who's your new person, new friends, new associates, things of that nature, okay? They're very much keeping up. I'm also tuning into like, they're doing so, again, what I said in the beginning, to come back to have their one shot, one moment, okay? For some of you guys, it could be an air sign, female that you are, or somebody that's very cold-hearted right now. It could be an emotional man that is doing this, that's coming back to do this. It could be a fire sign, male, female. I'm also tuning in based on the cards. We got water sign males, so Scorpio. I'm also tuning into Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, okay? In terms of the females, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, okay? Some of it is based on the cards, okay? Other it is based on the channeling, okay? You could also be a earth sign female, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? So basically, or somebody that is a mother. For some of you guys, you have kids. For others, you don't. For others, you work in the justice system. Others, you don't. Or you're very like, you know, let fair be fair. So now this is the thing. There's going to be justice. Karma had hit this person. And I feel like this is also one of the things where they feel like they only have one moment to make things right. You know, in their head. Maybe they're a delulu. You know what? They could be a little bit delulu. If they're a narcissist, I need you to cut them off immediately. And I feel like that's symbolic for the broken wand situation. What did I say here? You need to break it off with them. That's what I said. Let's see here. Yeah. You need to break it off. Okay. Either you have already, which is very good, or you need to. And this is for specifically the narcissist. Okay, because they don't really care if it's 2015, 2025, 2035. They will find a way if it's, you know, if they're holding a grudge. That's just what it is with narcissists. So with that being said, yeah, they were kind of waiting for you to be happy. I'm also tuning into for them to make their one shot. And this is why they're trying to come in and be like, okay, collective seems to be doing well now. She's having new people. She's smiling, whatever. Let me see when it's the right moment. But they can't really do it. They have to be calculating about this. But also, yeah, things of this nature. Right now, your person, they feel like they're not doing so well. They don't feel victorious. For some of them, I must say, it's not really looking out for if you're doing well. They're trying to see if you're not doing well and you're not having success and thinking, okay, maybe I will come in and be the knight, the, you know, the whole savior complex. So for some of them, they want to try to come in on their one moment, their one shot, okay, by observing you. If you're doing bad, so they can come in and sweep you off your feet. Okay, or if you're doing well, so that means that you're focused on other things, so they can come in and organically, okay, and have a place in your life again. So there is that. So just be aware, collective. These are the insights. Hopefully it makes sense. Like I said, the narcissistic people, you need to block them. The other ones, if you're open to it, they only have one moment, one shot, 4 minutes, okay? It is a karmic relationship. You know how I feel about that. Even though I channeled this message on the 13th of March, that was literally 2 days before the retrograde. So, and we're already in the retrograde now, so I'm not quite sure if you want to, but this is your insight. If you ever wondered right on your mind and what's happening, is this, okay? I will say this, in their defense, I feel like people that are scorned, specifically males, if they get something that they've been fighting for, they tend to do better. But I'm not, like, it's hard. If they're a narcissist, it's kind of hard to determine that. That's why, like, you know, if they have narcissistic tendencies, you cut them off. And I'm talking about real lads, You know that they love bombed you during that time. Okay, you know that the back and forth, the arguments, the internal conflict, you know it's a thing. Like in their defense, like you know that it's been a thing with them for a while. This is not like a, oh, they're narcissists just because that one moment. Like it's a thing with narcissistic people. Okay, it's not just a one-time thing. Okay, you would know. Okay, you will see the signs very clearly. Anyone that's been through it, you will know. Okay. It takes a while, but at some point, especially if you got out of it, you will know exactly what it is. Okay, so this is your message. Let's do a little advice card. Some of you guys could be religious. I'm tuning into a religious side. So I got this one. Remember, collective, you're strong, you're boundless. Remember to stay confident. Okay. Remember that you're wealthy and prosperous. Okay. Remember that. Okay, believe in you. These are your affirmations. Now, some of you guys could be religious. I'm tuning into God will make a way. Da-na-na-na-na-na. If you know, you know. Listen, one thing about me, you guys know I love music, hence why I do this. But I really do love gospel. I really do. I don't know what else to say. Thank you for stopping by and collecting a journey life. Let's do a little, you know. Oh my God, hold up. We got initials. Let's see initials. So, you know what? I'm also channeling on the first. Okay, on the first is relevant. Something will take place on the first. See. The fun thing with the rose petals, so I was trying to like tend to my flowers, you know, and I just received them and they started to wither. I was like, what? But that being said, collective, I feel like it's symbolic for the love in terms of you and your person here. Like it was blossoming, like the Beauty and the Beast, and it started to wither. Like as soon as it was good, it turned sour. Okay, maybe on the first, that's relevant. But on that note, first, middle, last initials. Okay, in terms of whoever is involved, anyone or anything that could be relevant here, tune in and check what it is. Okay. And without further ado, thank you for stopping by and collecting the journey that is your life. For some of you guys, a Sagittarius is very, very relevant, okay? You could be Sag, they could be a Sag.